Hey church, how you doing today? I hope this finds you well. As you can see, I'm out here on my patio, my backyard, and enjoying this lovely warm weather. My goodness, is this not the most beautiful day? This is the golden day of creation, as my grandfather used to say. So today I wanted to bring to you a little bit from one of the writing prophets. And I was thinking about that yesterday, and I realized that I've not really done anything with Jonah for a while. And I know recently I've mentioned him quite a bit. And I think Jonah's prayer in chapter 2 is really appropriate for what we're going through right now. So if you look at Jonah chapter 2, Jonah prayed to the Lord from the belly of the fish. So he's already been tossed in the ocean. This is chapter 1. They tossed him in. And the Lord prepared a fish to swallow him up. And in the great fish, he's in the belly, and he's going to pray. And so here's what he says. I called to the Lord in my distress, and he answered me. I cried for help. From deep inside Sheol, you heard my voice. Now, that's not a bad translation, deep inside Sheol, but the King James gives it a little more drama when it says from the belly of hell, which, I don't know, I kind of like the belly of hell because that really sort of, I think we get the feeling that Jonah was after. Something horrible was happening. And what did he do when something horrible was happening? He began to pray. And he prayed. And, you know, actually the entire book of Jonah, I mean, it's only 4 chapters, but there's prayer all through it. There's prayer in chapter 1 when the shipmaster comes down and finds Jonah asleep, and he says, get up, call on your God. And then there's prayer in chapter 1 when the sailors cry out to the Lord. So there in verse 14, they called out to the Lord. And then in chapter 2, of course, it's all prayer. The whole chapter is Jonah's prayer. And then in chapter 3, we hear the king of Nineveh say to his people, call out to the Lord. Maybe, who knows, maybe he'll hear and he won't punish us like he said he's going to. And then in chapter 4, we have Jonah praying again. But this time, he's upset not because he's in the belly of hell, but because God has been gracious and merciful to the Ninevites. And he prays. And actually, chapter 4 is sort of an ongoing conversation between the Lord and Jonah. He begins praying in chapter 4, verse 2, and from then on we have this back and forth between the Lord and Jonah. It never uses the word prayer again. Well, we just have this conversation that gets kicked off by prayer. It's a wonderful thing, prayer. Everyone can do it, and everyone needs to do it, especially now in these curious times. So I hope that you'll take a minute to look at Jonah chapter 2 today. I'll have a little bit more in the pastor's letter about the book of Jonah, about this prayer, and about the other prayers. I'll actually post where they are and what they are and some unique things about them. Okay? So I hope you're having a great day. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have some more music for you tomorrow. Maybe I'll post some music today too. We'll see. I love you guys. Miss you. I'll talk to you soon.